Grab a cocktail with us and welcome to the hot mess that is my life as a single makeup artist living in a college town in Florida. This is Kara's Lipstick Diary. Hey guys, we are back with another episode. Have you hit that subscribe button? You know you want to. I mean, you're gonna miss out because we're now dropping episodes in 2-part, and if you miss it, you don't hear the second part, so hit that subscribe button. Okay, you guys, today we are back and we are talking about being childless by choice as adult women and some of the lashing out that we get from people, and then some of the also massive perks for being childless by choice as an adult. And I think we need a drink for that. So we're today gonna have long drink. It's the Finnish long drink. This shit is amazing, you guys. So like we know, I've tasted a shit ton of canned drinks, right? This one, really, really good. Like you would not know it came out of a can. They're fantastic. They have 4 different types. Like I sound like I'm selling it to you, right? I mean, I did used to do Home Shopping Network. I swear, they're not paying me to say this. It's just really, really good. So this is the blue one. This is like the original one. They have one that's like got extra alcohol. They've got one that's got less sugar. Well, that sounds boring. And one with cranberry juice, but I'm allergic to cranberry juice, so I'm not doing that. But it's a gin-based drink. It is so good. And so easy to make because like, oh look, hey, I'm literally just going to like open a can, you know, and like pour it into a glass. And all right, my cocktail's made. Fantastic. All right, you guys, sit back and let's talk about being childless by choice. All right, you guys. So Tara is my guest today. We are both, you know, childless by choice, loving our lives, but society still thinks it's a little weird and has a lot of criticism for those of us who choose not to have children. So we're going to have a conversation about, one, why we choose not to have kids, and two, some of the feedback that we receive from society. But first, you know we got to make our drink sparkly. So we have our mystery sprinkles, and we're going to put them in our drink to see what the hell color we get, and I'm really excited. Hold on. I'm trying not to like... side? I don't know. There's a
there's a little tear thing.
Okay. Let's see what color sparkles I'm going to have. Ooh, I get pink. I'm really happy.
Someone rigged that.
I know, right? Except it's mystery, and I don't know which one I got until it goes in.
Mine's pink
is yours,
or orange.
Yeah, yours is a little pink too. It looks like a different shade of pink though. Mine's like really pink. Oh, yours is like really orangey.
It's orange.
Oh, this is so enjoyable. Like, I love this.
Actually, it looks like I'm a true Gator.
It does look like you're a Gator fan, and I'm just on brand. Like, yeah. I'm just purely on brand.
Fine. Totally fine.
All right, so number one thing as a woman who is childless by choice that we hear over and over again is that we're selfish. Go fuck yourself. Like literally, this is, I mean, how many times, I mean, I hear this constantly. Do you hear the same thing constantly?
Yeah, it's probably not the number one thing that I hear, but I hear it a lot. Yeah. And quite honestly, I just feel like I know a lot of people who have children and that seem a lot more selfish, like the decision.
Correct. The reasoning to have them?
Yeah, their reasoning to have them were like, I just can't wait to have another little me.
Mini me. Okay, like cute, super cute. However,
that seems really unhealthy.
An individual human being. They're not supposed to be your clone.
Yeah.
And that's a very, like, we were talking when we were getting ready about the fact that, like, it's that having to have that genetic clone of yourself. Honey, that's selfish as fuck. Yeah. Like, I don't get that. And to tell me, because I choose not to, that I'm being selfish, instead of having a mini human to be another version of you.
Yeah, it's like, listen to what just came out of your mouth.
That makes me selfish, but you're not? I don't understand. Well, then you hear one of the other things that, you know, I'm selfish for not having a child, but one of the reasons people come up to me regularly and say, well, who's going to take care of you when you're old?
I have that all set up.
Like, right. Well, and also, is it your child's responsibility to take care of you? No. That child could live in a different country. That child could have a totally different life. You may not have a relationship with that child when they're an adult. Like, it is not their responsibility to take care of you. It is your responsibility to put a life plan together to take care of yourself.
Well, selfish or not, it's kind of sadistic that you're creating another adult essentially as a retirement plan.
Right, that's your retirement plan?
I just...
Excuse me?
think that's terrible.
Right.
Well, and you're creating another person with this expectation that they'll take care of you. They'll do certain things.
Well, you birthed them, you raised them, so it's their like job to take care. No, it's
Instead
not.
of just allowing them to be their own person.
And they didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask for you to take care of them. That's your responsibility as a parent. They don't have the it is not their responsibility to take care of you as an elderly person. That's on you, dude. Take care of yourself.
What do you choose to do instead of, take care of yourself?
Yeah, exactly. But I am constantly hearing, you're constantly seeing it in posts, all these other things. Women who don't have children are being selfish. And I'm like, no. I know. I love kids. I fucking love kids, y'all. Adore them. I know I am not cut out to be a mom. My lifestyle does not lead to that. And I have worked very hard for this life. My lifestyle does not lead to being a good parent. The mental illness that's been in my family does not lead to great parenting. The PTSD I've suffered does not lead to great parenting. And I can go through a shit ton of fucking therapy, but I still know that does not make me a great parent. Now, if we were also talking about the fact, if we were forced to suddenly take care of a child, we would step the fuck up. You step the fuck up, you take care of that kid, but I'm not choosing to bring a child into the world.
Well, my personality is actually, I just tend to be very nurturing.
Me too.
You ask anyone in my life, and I am kind of the person that takes care of everyone else. I'm supportive, and, everyone comes to me for advice.
Ditto.
So I just don't want children.
Right.
And I have a lot of other people in my life that I take care of. And it is.
And for me, I'm an introvert. No one believes me.
I'm the same way.
I'm a performer, but I'm an introvert. I need quiet downtime with nobody around me. And if I don't have that,
yes,
y'all, it's bad. And that would be
gets
bad
really
as a parent.
overwhelming really quickly.
And I know that if I was raising my own child full time, if I didn't have that time down without them, I would be not a good parent. Mm-hmm. I would be terrible at it. But I also have heard people say, between the having a mini version of yourself, which is very narcissistic of you, or having someone to take care of you, which is very selfish of you. The other things I oftentimes will hear is that they enjoyed the attention they got when pregnant.
That's yucky.
That's
not a good look.
That's not a good look. Not a good look at all. And then you add on it the number of women I know who thought that they were supposed to get married and have a kid. Their spouse wanted a child, but they never wanted
we were raised.
Exactly. And then they never wanted a kid. And I hate to tell you, your kids know that you didn't want them.
Yeah.
Your kids know that.
Well, just people talk about continuing to be in a marriage that they're really unhappy in
for the children. It's not helping the kids.
Find out years later, the kids knew you were unhappy, and now you've just set a really terrible example of what
because they're going to mirror
marriage is.
Yeah, they're going to mirror that in their relationships,
right?
And that's not healthy either.
Yeah.
So I just we get all this feedback constantly. Especially, you don't hear them say this shit to men.
No,
never say it to men. It's totally cool for them to not have kids.
Well, the whole men are, bachelors, and it's the bachelor life, the bachelor pad, and women are old maids.
Yes, we're spinsters.
Spinsters.
Though apparently, the background on the word spinster is actually kind of empowering.
Okay.
It was women who were literally spinning, making things,
material,
and making money and earning a career.
Nice.
And I'm like, whoa. Why did we not know that that's the background? And they made it derogatory towards us. But
right.
The old cat lady, the old I am sorry. And we were also discussing, there have been scientific studies that the happiest demographic in the population are unmarried, childless women. And I can tell you, I know a lot of married people, and I know a lot of people with children. And I can tell you, those of us who are unmarried without children, we all seem much happier.
Yeah.
Much more fulfilled in life. My fulfillment is not coming from another human.
Absolutely not. Well, and isn't that the way we're supposed to do. Like, we're supposed to figure out ourselves, and you're supposed to be, happy with yourself, being comfortable being with yourself before you can be comfortable or happy with someone else in your life. And so
often we as humans don't figure out who the fuck we are or what we want in life until 30s and 40s. And you see most people getting married and having children in their 20s.
Yeah. That's
where we were discussing that as well. And it's like, so you don't even know who the hell you are, and suddenly you're raising another human.
But our society, just like you said, is saying, get married, have babies, young. And I understand that. And I know a lot of people who've done that, and they overall are happy with their lives, but, they're not always happy with that.
Correct.
And, I get that. And I guess my question is, why is that okay for you? But yet when I make my own decision to not have those things, why is that not okay?
Isn't that the thing over and over again, where it is, we can't make our own decisions for our own lives in our society, and we get judged for doing what is best for us.
Right.
And I think that that's one of those hard things. I mean, recently Chelsea Handler has released all the childless by choice videos that she's been doing. And first off, they're fucking hysterical.
They're hilarious.
They're hysterical. And to be honest, they're very true.
Yeah.
Like, she over exaggerates, but it's real.
It's real life.
It's real life. And people are up in fucking arms over it. And I'm like, you're up in arms over a fucking reality?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that you're changing poopy diapers and not sleeping, and I can go have cocktails with my friends and not worry about it. But like, that's your choice.
Yeah.
And we choose to not do that. And I always say it, like, my analogy is, I love children. I don't need to have one. I also love wine. I don't need a fucking vineyard. Like, just because I love kids doesn't mean I need to have them and incorporate them into every aspect of my life, because I'm stuck with them for life. They ain't going away. I mean, we hope they aren't going away. If they go away, that's bad. That's really sad. That's really bad. But like, you have that with you for the rest of you're responsible for another human being. And oftentimes you hear the parents saying, well, I did this for you. I mean, my family literally informed me a couple years ago, before I was estranged from them, that I'm the reason they're poor. Excuse me? What? Hold up. I'm the reason you're poor. You chose to have me.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're at retirement age and not going on vacation is not my fault.
Well, you were their retirement plan.
I was
there,
not
and
supporting them. Well, and the thing was, I was paying some of their bills, which was not acknowledged. And they were telling people they were paying for my life. And I'm like, really? Because let's discuss that. But literally, like, I was blamed for them not being able to travel in retirement. And I'm like, hold up. Before that point, by the way, I had done no traveling myself, and I was in my 30s because I couldn't afford it because I was paying their bills, but yet I was, what? And like, you hear that over and over again. Well, my child, I spent all this money on my kid. They have to be nice to me because I did this. No. You doing something for your child is just being a parent. You chose that.
Right.
You fucking chose that.
Yeah. This is what you signed up for.
Yeah. You are responsible for taking care of them.
Even if, people say, well, we got pregnant by accident or whatever. Well, you still had a choice.
You have a choice.
And,
well, I mean, not in every state anymore.
Not anymore.
We used to have choices.
But even then you have a choice to adopt, continue to parent, or whatever. And there are lots of choices.
Yes. You don't have to have a child. You don't have to raise that child if you have the child. You have options. And I think that, but when we think about our society, when do we celebrate women? When do we throw them big ass parties?
When they get married, when they have babies.
We throw them bridal showers. We throw them baby showers. Those are the two big things we celebrate. Now with men, we throw them retirement parties. We do that. We don't do that for women. Mm-hmm. The things we celebrate are marriage and birth. That's what women get celebrated for. And that's kind of crazy to me. Yeah.
I love the Sex and the City episode with the shoes.
God. Yes. Oh, Carrie.
It's one of my favorites.
Well, I am way too much like Carrie Bradshaw. I so relate to that episode because,
Well, I mean, we experience that in our lives all the time. I mean, even now, I still have friends who are having babies and cousins and things that are having babies. And I'm constantly invited to
baby showers and bridal showers.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I'm the,
token single person without children. Yeah.
Right. Or the rich auntie or whatever. Like,
because we're so rich because we don't have,
I'm not spending my money on
daycare,
which is not diapers. Exactly true. I mean, I do have a niece and a nephew that I'm actually helping to plan for their college. Right. So, and just like you, I like kids. I just don't want them at my house 24/7.
Correct. Well, I mean, people come into my house and they're like, oh my God, I wish I could decorate like you do. And I'm like, well you can. Why can't you? Sure. And they're like, I have children. And I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, I had someone bring their child over here and the next thing I knew, somehow they found a silver Sharpie. I don't even know where they found the fucking silver Sharpie and they're coloring on my leather chaise lounge. And I'm like, oh, hell no, kid. Right. This is why I don't have children. But I was like, oh my God, you're right. You can't decorate like this because they would die.
Right. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That was great. Your choice.
You chose that.
Yes.
You chose that.
What happened? Why did we stop the episode? Well, you know how it goes now. Season 3, we're releasing in 2 parts. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and find out when the next episode is dropping. It should be like, in a week. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in a week.